Hello, my name's Mr. Adams and I'm the head of maths here at St Thomas Aquinas. The maths team are really looking forward to meeting you next year, so let's go over and meet them.
Hello, my name is Miss Sims and the subject I'm most looking forward to teaching you is sequences.
Hello, I'm Mrs. Ellerman and I'm looking forward to teaching you fractions.
Hello, my name is Mr. Biggs and the topic I'm looking forward to teaching you is algebra.
Hi Year 6, I'm Miss Wiggins. I'm looking forward to helping you out if there's stuff that you don't understand quite as well as you wanted to, or things that you get a bit stuck on.
Hello Year 6, my name is Mr. Saunderson. I'll be looking forward to teaching you in September, and the topic I'm most looking forward to is loci and construction.
Hello, my name's Mr. Rafterer and I'm looking forward to teaching probability.
So they're your teachers who'll be teaching you maths next year. Hopefully they're not as scary as your first thought. We all absolutely love maths, especially me. In fact, the subject that I'm looking forward to teaching you the most is quadratics. I love quadratics, it's my favourite. Now Miss Sims has created a little quiz for you to have a go at, so let's go over to her and give it a go.
Okay then Year 6, we're going to give you a chance to test your maths skills now with a little quiz. I've got 8 questions for you. You've seen all of these topics at some point before in even this type of question. These are topics that we will be building on with you in Year 7 when you get to St Thomas Aquinas in September. There are 8 questions. I'll give you 20 seconds for each question, but remember if you need a bit more time you can just pause the video and I'd get yourself a pen and paper ready, especially for some of those last questions. So let's have a look at question 1. Look at this number, there it is. What value does the 3 represent in this number? So there's your 20 seconds, off you go. Okay, that was your 20 seconds. Remember, if you need more time, just pause me there. Okay, on to question 2 then. Let's read this question. There were 12 people on the bus. At the first stop, 6 more people got on and 2 got off. At the second stop, 8 more people got on and 9 got off. How many people are left on the bus after the second stop? So let me put a 20-second timer on for you. And off you go. Okay, there's your 20 seconds. Let's move on to question 3. Calculate the size of angle A in this triangle. So there are 4 options there for your answers, so A, B, C and D. There's 20 seconds on the clock, off you go. Okay, that's your 20 seconds. Remember, if you need any more time, just stop me there. On to question 4. Look at these shapes. So the 2 shapes there. Calculate the area of the triangle using the formula area equals a half of the base times by the height. And they've put the units in there for you. So 4 answers there, 4 possible answers. 20 seconds on the question again. Carefully, off you go. Okay, that was your 20 seconds up, so we're halfway through. Let's have a look at question 5. Okay, question 5, find 20% of 350. So different topic there, percentages. There's your 20 seconds, off you go. Okay, that's your 20 seconds. Let's have a look at question 6. Henry had half a cake to divide equally between himself and 3 friends. What fraction of the cake did they each get? So here's your 20 seconds. Read the question again carefully. Off you go. Okay, there's your 20 seconds. Remember, pause if you need more time. On to question 7 then. Here are 2 identical circles. So you can see that the width of both of them next to each other comes to 10 centimetres. And it asks what is the radius of each circle. So thinking back to some of that shape vocabulary, especially about circles, and remind yourself of that. And there's 20 seconds on the clock. Okay, that's your 20 seconds. Remember, pause if you need some more time on that one. Last question then, question 8. Look at the balance. So we can see that that balance there is equal, it's evenly balanced. And it says the orange weighs 20 grams more than a banana. How much does one banana weigh? So I'm going to put 20 seconds on. You might need to pause me and to give yourself a bit more time, but think about this step by step, how you're going to break this question down. Okay, there's your time up on question 8. Pause me if you need to, of course, again. Okay, we're going to have a look at our answers. So make sure you've got a pen ready to mark your answers and that you've given yourself enough time on each of those questions. Remember, you can go back to any that you need to now. Okay, looking back to question 1, look at this number. The value that the 3 represents, we'll think about our place value columns from the right-hand side. That our 8 is in the units, followed by tens, hundreds. The 5 is in the thousands column, followed by the 10,000s column, followed by the 100,000s column. So that is a 3 in the 100,000s column. So the 3 represents 300,000. Remember, be careful, it doesn't just represent 3. Think of its place value. Okay, question 2. There were 12 people on the bus. At the first stop, 6 more got on, so that takes us up to 18, and 2 got off, so that takes us back down to 16. So the bus leaves stop number 1 with 16 people. At the second stop, 8 more get on, so we started with 16, add another 8, that gets us to 24, and then 9 got off. So 24, take away 9, takes us to 15. So we're left with 15 people after the second stop. Hopefully you all got that with your addition and subtraction. Okay, question 3. Calculate the size of angle A in the triangle. Well, we know that angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees, and that little square there tells us a right angle, which means that corner where there isn't a number on it is 90 degrees. So if I add up what I know, I've used up 90 degrees and 44 degrees. That gives me 134 degrees. But I know in total there's 180. So if I take that away, so I do 180 take away 134, it's going to leave me with 46 degrees. Well done if you got that. Some of you might not have used the 90, so just be careful that you've got the right answer there. Moving on to question 4. look at these shapes, calculate the area of the triangle. So it's not looking for both of them, it's just looking for the shape on the left, which is your triangle. A half times the base times the height, or a half of the base times the height. So if I do base times height, I've got 5 times 5, that's going to give me 25. But because it's a triangle, I only want half the area of that. So half of 25 is going to give me 12.5 or 12.5. And my units are there in the question. Okay, question 5 asks for 20% of 350. Well, first of all, I would find 10%. If I want to find 10% of something, I divide by 10. So 10% is going to be 35, and then 20% is 2 lots of that. So 2 lots of 35 is going to give me 70. Lots of ways you can do percentages. Question 6. Henry had half a cake to divide equally between himself and 3 friends. So you're starting with half a cake, and Henry is sharing that between 4 people. So he's sharing it between himself and 3 others. So we've got a half divided by 4 is your sum there. I could say, well, they each get a quarter of that half. So I can do a quarter times by a half, and that's going to give me 1/8, because I multiply my numerators. 1 times 1 gives me 1, and then my denominators, 4 times 2 give me 8. So 1/8 is what they get each. Question 7, 2 identical circles, and it asks me for the radius. Well, I know that the radius is the distance from the centre of a circle to its circumference, so to any point on the outside of the circle. So first of all, I've got 2 circles there. Let's just focus on one. Well, if I know the width of 2 circles is 10 centimetres, if I divide that by 2 to give me 5 centimetres, that'll be the width or diameter, is what we say, of one circle. So one circle has a diameter, that's all the way across, of 5 centimetres. But I'm looking for the radius, which means I want half of that, because I want from the centre to the circumference. So I know the diameter is 5, so if I divide it by 2, that'll give me the radius of 2.5 centimetres. And your units are there in your question. Okay, last question, question 8. I'll put the answer up to this one, and then we'll have a look through how we could have done this. So you can check to see if you've got it right, and I can tell you that one banana weighs 120 grams. Let's have a think about this. So be careful here, because it tells you that an orange weighs 20 grams more than a banana. It doesn't just say an orange is 20 grams. So be careful if you've put 60 there, because that was there as a trick answer. Okay, we don't know how much each of our fruit weighs, but we know that for an equal balance on our scales, we've got 2 bananas, must be the same weight as 1 orange and another 100 grams. So I can say they're equal and they're balanced, so I can write a balanced equation there. Now, I don't know what a banana is or what an orange is, what they weigh, so I'm going to have to come up with something that I could label them. Let's say that one banana is X. I don't know what that is yet, but one banana is X. If that's the case, then the other banana, which is the same, must also be X. I know an orange weighs 20 grams more than a banana, so it must be a banana plus another 20 grams. So I can say my orange is X, which is banana, plus 20, and my 100 grams is already labelled. So if we put that into our equation up here, I've got 2 bananas, which is 2 lots of X, is equal to an orange, which is X plus 20, plus that extra 100 grams they've given us there. I'm going to tidy up that right hand side, because I don't like having plus 20 plus 100. I'd much rather write that as plus 120 and collect those together. I know that 2x is the same as 1x plus 120. Well, I can take away one of those x's from both sides. So that's going to leave me with 1x on the left, because 2x take away 1x leaves me with 1x. And on the right hand side, I can take that x away completely. It's going to leave me with no x's on that side. So if I take away x from both sides, I get 1x, or x, equals 120. Now, looking back at our diagram, I've labelled x as a banana. That's what it's asking me for. How much does one banana weigh? Well, I'm looking for what 1x is, so there it is, 120. I hope that you've done well on that, and I hope that you have enjoyed testing yourself. You might not have done some of those topics in a little while, so it might be good just to bring that back into your memory. We hope that gives you a bit of a taste of the maybe types of questions that you'll start to see next year, and how we'll use some of those as our starting point to in our lessons for when we see you in September. So we look forward to seeing you then, and until then, keep practicing your maths.
Thanks, Miss Sims. How did you get on? I hope you did well. Now, before you know it, the summer is going to be over and you're going to be starting with us in September as Year 7. So do make sure you take this time to have a rest and relax and spend some brilliant time with your family. We look forward to teaching you maths in September, so have a lovely summer and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Enjoy your summer. See you in September. Bye.
Bye.
See you in September. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.